Welcome to Morning Java, brought to you, of course, by Get Go Cafe and Market. Where, Hunter, they have the smokestack sandwich this month. That's a special. If you haven't tried this thing, 16 hours of smoking to get this pork just right. It's delicious.
Perfect. Low and slow, drizzle ranch. Got to do it.
Your ranch. Anyways, the Steelers had day 2 of their mini camp here at the South Side, and well, there's just one day left, and then we're into training camp mode. Players are wrapping things up here, but I thought once again another spirited session from the team on the field. Ben Roethlisberger talked this morning, and you were there.
Yeah, Ben has been so personable. I think somebody in a live questions asked me, who's been the biggest surprise since you've started covering beat? I'm the new kid. Who's surprising you? And I was like, Ben. Everybody, he has this stigma about him that he's not personable with the media, that he's not a nice guy, but he's been nothing but open and candid, and it's been amazing to see. And not just him, but I'm glad you used the word spirited. Or is this like the happiest group of football players you've ever seen? Because again, new guy. I don't know. Is it always like this?
It's typically, you see different levels of the enthusiasm, but I sense an entirely different kind of enthusiasm with this team this year. They seem rejuvenated. They seem very motivated because of that 9-6-1 season last year. And maybe it's a coincidence, but some of the guys who aren't here, I just think there's just a renewed effort to have fun out here and enjoy each other. And I think that's what you're seeing on the practice field right now. Both the offensive and defensive coordinators spoke this morning. It's the first time that they've really spoken this offseason. And my main question for Randy Fichtner is, you can replace 104 catches. You can replace 1,300 yards. How do you replace 15 touchdowns? That's the big thing. And, he's like, look, everybody else is going to have to chip in. It's not going to be just one guy doing this. We all have to do a better job of doing our jobs.
Yeah, because the red zone is really where it comes down to with this team. It's something that's been a point of emphasis, not just
Forever.
with Coach Randy, but Mike Tomlin. You remember 2 years ago in particular where it was just an obsession all through camp. Everything was all about red zone, red zone, red zone. Well, the truth is,
they led the league in red zone offense last year.
They were very good at it, and it wasn't just because of AB. It was because they were able to diversify. Ben threw a lot of touchdown passes to a lot of different targets. There were a lot of different people that found their way in. When I asked Ben during OTAs if he felt the need to even start thinking in a more diverse way, he goes, honestly, I just do that anyway. I mean, what I was asking was the obvious.
Right.
You can't just pump it into 84 anymore. I think you're going to see the Steelers find different ways to get into the end zone, but also the area that really stands out for me in this regard is tight end. Because it can't just be Vance McDonald. Xavier Grimble has to come up with 2 or 3 touchdowns for you. Don't laugh at that, because I know what's the reaction right now.
Throw him the ball in the end zone, not short.
In the end zone, to make sure he's not trying to macho somebody at the goal line in, where's that, Denver?
Yes.
They're going to need something else from tight end, and that's a concern.
That and I like the size and physicality they have at receiver as well. You look at Dante Moncrief; he's
big, strong dude.
He's 6'2", 220 pounds. You look at Juju, 6'1", 215 pounds, 220 pounds. Even James Washington, even though he's only 5'10",
his arms are
he's
like
a
this.
thick receiver.
Yep.
So they've got good size and physicality there at the receiver position that can help get that done.
Fight for the football and fight for it in the end zone. The draft class is something that you and I talk about a lot. Mm-hmm. There's an effort that's made anytime there's a new group of players that you want to get to know them, get the feel for them. You've done a lot of that with these guys. What's the general impression that you've gotten, or is there one that's kind of maybe jumped above? I know you spent some time with Benny Snell here at minicamp.
Yeah, Benny is the guy who stands out for me as far as being somebody that if this guy produces on the field, I'll put it on the record, he's going to be the best-selling jersey in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
they are going to love him.
He just threw the gauntlet down to Juju?
Him.
Are you nuts?
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Okay,
not
non-Juju jersey.
Not literally
all
the
right.
best-selling jersey, but I'm saying people are going to fall in love with him. If he is even good, like if he gets regular playing time, his personality is infectious. You can't, I'm holding the camera, filming him in my interview, trying not to laugh, like shaking my camera. because he's just a funny guy. You're around him, you just want to smile, and that's kind of. They've all been good. Devin Bush, more so, you can tell he's been coached and trained with media. He's
been
very
a star.
comfortable.
Well, I mean, Benny was a star.
True.
At Kentucky. So this isn't some like, this isn't like they just show up here.
Yeah.
And have to learn media training or whatever. They've been the stars in their respective environments. I mean, you could say the same thing for Justin Lane, and you can just keep going your whole way down the list.
Exactly. And Benny told me something funny today. He said that he went to the mall once and already has people coming up to him for autographs and stuff. So
well, he does have. He has a distinct look.
Got the look. Got the.
But still,
it's
that's
cool
Pittsburgh,
for him. And he's
right?
like, it's cool, man. I love the city. I love that it's like that already, and it motivates me to play well because these people care about me already.
Can you picture though that scene in the mall though where they're seeing him, and they go, "Is that? I don't know, man."
Google it real quick.
Who's gonna go ask? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Then you look on your phone and go, "Yeah, that's Benny Snell. Let's go talk to
Yeah.
him." No, you talk to him.
Yeah.